This tutorial is going to walk through some tips and tricks for using the text tool and also using layer styles. So I'm going to click on the text tool and I'm going to put each of my words on its own layer, and that will allow me to have the most freedom to move it around. So I'm going to say hill, and then I'm going to click on the move tool, and I want another layer. So I'm going to clicking on the move tool kind of puts this on its own layer, and now when I click back on the text tool again, after the move tool, it'll automatically put it on its own layer. And you notice here I have two different layers. So I'm going to click on the move tool, kind of resetting the text tool. Click on the text tool again. And now I have three different layers. So using that top move tool, I can move each of my words around. I could also use the arrow keys and do small incremental moves. So maybe I decide I want to match up these two eyes. And I'm going to go over here. Maybe I want to match up those L's. I can use the little arrow keys to move it around. And again, even matching those up, it kind of creates a little design within this group of text. So what I can do is select all the layers by holding Shift. That'll allow me to resize the group. Can resize the group. I'm going to show you now how you can do a layer style. So here, like I said, you reset the text tool. You reset the text tool in between each word by just pressing on the move tool and then text tool, move tool, text tool. That'll put each word on its own layer. Now, if I want to explore this layer styles, I'm going to click on Hill to start. If I double click on the black bar, so the layer bar, double click, the layer styles will pop up. I can drag the menu over to see Hill, and then I can go ahead and say, oh, I want to try that drop shadow. This is too far. Maybe I want to make it, okay, now clicking on the drop shadow because I had the other option selected. You want to make sure that you see that whole shaded box. And now I'm going to affect the distance. I want just a light shadow, and I want it really faded. Whatever it is, however you want to do it. Again, you can change the distance. You can kind of play, and I can model it over here and see what it's going to look like. So I'm going to say hill, and then maybe I decide double click here. I want to do a stroke, something kind of like school colors. Okay. Again, I'm just pulling random things. You would want to maybe make it go a little bit better. And then maybe I want to choose down and take these effects, and I can go ahead and double click on school again and go, okay, I want to do that drop shadow, and it'll pull up those same as hill. So now I have hill middle school. Maybe I want to pull this down a little, give it a little breathing room. Anyway, if I want to change, maybe I want just middle to the text style to be changed, I can double click on this T here, and then I can go and I can play around. I can let it load, and then it'll show me a preview. Again, maybe I want to line it up or whatever I want to do. But those are some options. Put each of your words on its own layer. That's really important so that you can customize each of these things. Use the arrow keys to do small moves on your keyboard, and then double click on the layer itself to pull up layer styles. Guys, if you don't see this box around it, again, on the move tool, you need to make sure both of these are selected, and then you'll be able to click, you'll be able to rotate, you'll be able to resize, all of that kind of fun editing stuff as long as you have on the move tool those selected. So make sure to put all your text on different layers and use those text effects, and yeah, have fun with it. Make sure, most importantly, that you can read your text. That's extremely important.